Okay. It's a little early. I always do this. I always show up a little early. So, bloop. Let's check over here. And see what's happening. Everything should be working fine. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like there's some buffering going on. So, probably not. Maybe I need to shut that off in order for it to work proper. Let me know if it improves.
I'm getting audio but no video.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
It's still doing the loading circuit. Hold on.
Oh, brother.
Pop back in again. Push play. There we go.
Okay, hey. Now maybe if I implore a little reverse psychology and then try to pop up the YouTube page. Well, no. Makes me look like I'm in an 80s video. Holy crap. Woo, no.
Audio's good.
Audio's good, but the visual sucks, right?
Audio's good, but the visual is like
Choppy. Yeah, okay, all right. I can't do that. I can't do it. I cannot run I can't run chat while I'm doing this, folks. I'm sorry. Woo!
for all three of you.
Yeah, for anybody who might actually show up for this mess. So we still got a little bit of time left. So before I actually jump into that mess, I'm gonna stop moving my hands, messing with the screen. Resolution. Anyway, come on, focus on my face. Thank you. So, shut up. Anyway, I wanted to. This is the October, bandbox here. So in honor of October, I wanted to show you guys what my Halloween costume was. And you know, if you're here early, you comment all you like. Unfortunately I can't see any of it because my little desktop here does not want to cooperate. The Orbis that I'm using, OBS, I think that's how you say it, Orbis or whatever. OBS does not want to cooperate. Does not want to play nice with me having Chrome up and accessing the super chat and whatever else you want to call it. So I just want to show you what my Halloween costume was real quick. That was as me at work. Is the only costume that I figure I can wear at work that did not require a mask. And since I did wear the Jason mask and latex hood at Tate's Comics, not at Comic-Con this year, I learned something. That is a sweat factory, and that is not fun. So, give you a clue as to where I live. There's what vault number I belong to, 954. So, took me a while to get this. Some more pictures. To get this outfit done, actual sewing needed to get the jumpsuit, the yellow on it, and stuff like that, and the numbers. A lot of painting. The gun I think came out wonderful. So there's that. Anyway, it is officially, as far as my clock is concerned, 1 minute after 8. So that brings us to the start of the program, Bandbox. This is October's Bandbox. Now, I believe, man, this thing will not stop spazzing out with the freaking focus. There's got to be a switch I can flip to get that. But anyway, I think the three were. I think this is the pop culture box. First of all, let me introduce what Bandbox actually is for you fine lovely people. Bandbox is a subscription box service that basically brings you one-of-a-kind items. It's not like Loot Crate, which basically dug through the dumpster at a Comic-Con and then subsequently a Best Buy and or GameStop. At least that's how they were. They've been bought out by NECA, so hopefully that will be better. But Bandbox brings you 100% one-of-a-kind items, such as what I have here, just sitting around that, replica Ace Ventura Pet Detective business card. So there's that. I have a bunch of other things. There's Actually, nothing you can see in screen there. But they also do a lot of pins. It's a creep show. It's not going to show up that well. So, my camera sucks. But anyway, so geek, nerd, pop culture, horror stuff that this is their wheelhouse. Their bread and butter. Their cracker and biscuit. Mustard and cracker. I'm sorry. And I've gotten in. Oh, they also specialize in autographs. Huge with the autographs. I've gotten an autographed Boba Fett pop. I'm big into Friday the 13th. And I'm big, but that's beyond the point. So they've had Ari Lehman, the first Jason, the boy in the lake. They've had him sign a bunch of stuff. I have a license plate, New Jersey license plate. I forgot what it has written on it, but it has his signature on. I have, this is Jason 1. That makes sense. I have a mask signed by him, and I have a machete signed by the most infamous of all Jasons, Kane Hodder. So that was a bonus box, but still friggin' awesome. So I'm assuming this is the pop culture box. If it is, then the items we're gonna have are from Pulp Fiction, Addams Family, and Zombieland double tap. Probably just the original Zombieland. If it's going to be the horror box, normally they write like horror on here or something like that. It had a 3 written on an ink pen, so I don't know what that means. Maybe this was number 3 out of the bunch. I don't know. But if this is the horror box, then it has Trick or Treat, 3 from Hell, and Nightmare on Elm Street 4. So, as of course, I give you fine and lovely people the first look, which is probably going to be black crepe paper. But, so there's that. And, of course, ooh! Smeg off! Okay. I got a 1-up card. Now, what does that mean? That means that there is an item in here that is super limited versus the normal kind. So, and this is 1-up blue. So this is, let me read this here. 1-up, congratulations. You got a 1-up card. You have an upgrade or limited edition item in your box. This is blue. I'm guessing there's other colors as well. Of course, there's the black crepe paper. So let me get rid of this. And yeah, okay. So I'm going to show you the first thing. Hopefully you get to see something, and I'm not dumping stuff out. So anyway, so let's have a look. Oh, well, it wasn't much to look at. But with that said, it looks like it's from the original comics or the 90s cartoon series. Morticia Addams pin. Personally would like it more based on the actress from the original series. She was kind of cute. I'm sorry. Sue me for saying that. Whatever. Yvonne Carlo? Or was that the one who played Lily Munster? I can't remember. So regardless, let's see what we got in the box. So this is a yellow thing. I'm sure it's more than just a yellow thing, but we'll see. Over there. And this. So this is the, seems to be the pop culture box. So, judging from the Addams Family bit. And this, what does this say? What's upside down? Ooh, Camp Crystal Lake Counselor. Oh, nice. That is awesome. Didn't even, so this must be the bonus item. Dude, they know me. Camp Crystal Lake Counselor. I use like a neckerchief that you would wear. That is cool. That is just smeging awesome. I love that. Established 1935. Oddly enough, Jason and myself, or Friday the 13th and myself, have the same birth year, so that's an interesting little tidbit of information. So, what on Iowa is this? This is a... Okay. Not sure what this is. This looks like a cardboard taxi box that has been signed by... This is Buildable Taxi Cab, has been signed... hand-signed by Angela Jones, who played Esmeralda in Pulp Fiction. Sue me, because I have yet to see this movie. Not that I won't ever see it, mind you. I will see this movie eventually. But as of yet, no. I'm assuming she's a taxi driver. So, yeah, yeah, so that's her. That's what she looks like. This lady woman, actress lady woman. Focus. Okay. It focuses. It's good enough for me. So, let's see what else I got in here. It looks like they're big on art prints too. I have a bunch on my wall, just outside of frame. Of course, it's just outside of frame, so I can't show them off. Gordon Bennett, come on, get us out of here. I'm trying not to destroy anything. And this is okay. That's really cool. What do they call him? Tallahassee. That was his name. His character's name in Zombieland. By the way, I just saw Zombieland, the original one, for the first time. So I knew that this was coming up, and I knew that the sequel was coming up, which I have not seen yet, but hopefully it'll still be in theaters by the time I get to go see it. So Woody Harrelson's character. It was actually a really good movie. Given that it was like sort of in the boom of zombie craze, that we had and all that, I figured I would hate it, but nope. So, let's see. Okay, so we have the celebrity autograph buildable taxi. The art print, there was 3 of them. Let me see. Artist Oscar Van, sorry, gives a bold print set from some of our favorite characters in Zombieland. Double tap. Look for the variant numbered out of 500. Is that what I have? Let's see. I have 2000. So, what was the? I'm trying to figure out what the. Hold on. The Addams Family pins. So maybe that was what it was. Oh, there's only 250 of these guys. Ooh. So the other one was Gomez, and this is more based on the current movie / like original comics. So yeah, this is the super rare one, or not super rare, because the super rare is, as you see here, only 99, and that's Thing. So, which looks really just weird, because it looks like it's actually got legs, which is strange. The Camp Counselor movie prop. Box 10 fell over Halloween. While we have a dedicated horror box, we wanted to give at least one item for the 80s horror lover in all of us. But beware, this camp doesn't have great reviews. Yeah. So, the Bandbox giveaway. Let's see what it is. Win this Uma Thurman signed photo, as seen here. Show and tell, ladies and gentlemen. Focus. Piece of junk. For your chance to win, go to this web address and post. Follow the instructions for your chance to win. Cool. I will probably do that. So, yeah, this is box 10. They're starting to roll out new stuff in January next year, 2020. And they're like, this is like volume 3, I want to say. I'm not sure how many years they've been going on for, but the year's the volume, and then the number is what month, basically. So, yeah, band pop culture. So, with that said, now, value-wise, I used to do this a lot when it came to the other boxes I would get, just because they boasted a certain amount of value in your box. Given that this is numbered, what was this? The limited release of 250. So this is 1 out of 250, which is pretty cool. The first time I actually got a 1-up card in my box, so it's pretty swanky. That alone, these pins can vary. They vary. I've seen some go for as little as like $7, like $7.99, and some as high as like in the 20s. So, be that what it will with this one. So, I'm going to say probably in the high 20s because of the limited amount of it. This, honestly, is going to be mostly for the autograph, and I don't know who, give me the name back. Angela Jones is. So, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. Maybe if I watch the movie, I'll get it more. Art print. This is almost photorealistic. So this dude has got some talent. You can tell it's actually art. It's not like, someone put a filter on a photo. At least I hope. Shoot, I did that and made a T-shirt, but whatever. So, but I took the photo. So Woody Harrelson, art prints. I've seen them go anywhere from between like 10 and again about $20-$30. The Crystal Lake neckerchief. Really, I don't know how much I would go for. It's something that you figure I collect a bunch of Friday 13th stuff, I'd have an idea. I mean, it all depends on what I wake up to tomorrow morning on eBay. I'm not selling this, mind you. I'm just saying that what other people... I'm sure that people buy these things just to push them out on eBay because they're jerks. But yeah, so it depends on what... I'll have a look and see what it goes for. But so that means we still have the horror box to look forward to. That one's coming... will be here in the coming weeks. And that... as I said, has Trick or Treat, Theory from Hell, and the Rob Zombie film, and Nightmare on Elm Street 4. I'm not sure why they specifically went with 4. I don't necessarily remember what happened in that one. I do have all the movies on my brush up. I might do my homework between now and the next one. So, yeah, leave a comment below. I am sorry if there's a live chat going. I can't see any of it. I will try to better my computer at some point so that way I will be able to interact a little more if anybody's even here. So I know this hasn't been going on too long, and this is what I would really want the chat for, so I can converse, so I can say, hey, I have no idea who you are, please come and watch my videos. So that's Bam Pop Culture. I can write that on here when I get time after the video. Honestly, and one of the big things that I love about unbOXing, I gush about them almost at the end of every single video I do. No different this time. Something that Adam, the guy who runs the place, something that he kind of prides himself on, and it's something that I admire about this company, is that even recently they've been doing this build up, towards 2020. Every Friday, I've missed some of them, and I feel bad about that, but every Friday they've been doing live streams, and it's not only just, hey, here's what we're doing, we're not going to pay too much attention to you, oh, so and so said something funny or whatever, blah, blah, blah. They, of course, they're using it to announce what's going on and whatnot, and yes, they do pick up on some things that people do comment on. That's that's part of what you do with a live stream. Again, I'm sorry, my computer sucks, but they also they're real. They're not going to sit there and go, hey, everything's great, blah 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 blah, and then basically take a dump in a box and send it to you. No, if something gets held up, if an item that they wanted to have in the box does not, is not up to snuff, is not, if it doesn't get there in time before they wanted to do the ship outs, they'll come up and they'll tell you this. They won't just leave it, leave you to it, and then when you get the box opened up, you look and go, where's this at? Oh, here's a little black and white piece of paper that says it's not in there. Or whatever, nobody cared. I think I've had that once or twice with loot crap before, and again, I'm glad they're dead, and hopefully NECA will do better with them. This is the only subscription box service I've actually been a subscriber of, off and on, admittedly, but now I'm permanent on it because of reasons I'll get to in a minute. I just thoroughly enjoy and the way that they interact with their subscribers, the people who basically give them money, instead of acting like it's all, instead of just having a bunch of people together who look good that happen to work for the company and throw a party or whatever. Not saying anybody who's been in the videos looks bad at all. Heck, I'm no beauty pageant winner myself, so just I'm just saying. When Loot Crate, they would come up and they would have some stupid Walrus puppet that I wanted to set fire to. Still do, by the way. And they'd have all these idiots from other channels. I forgot what the heck they. I think one of them was on Screen Junkies, this idiot, and whatever. And they'd just be like paraded in front of and playing video games or whatever else like that. And acting like, and they would never touch on, hey, why does this box suck, big throbbing baboon butt, they wouldn't talk about that. They wouldn't explain why, they gave you rock, paper, scissors, dice. Yes, that was a real thing. Look it up. Or, make the box part of the box, I mean, like, that's something. Hey, we decorated the inside of the box for you, and you can make a dumb little landscape with it so you can put your little figurines on. I mean, maybe it would be cool, but and then they started putting like mazes and word searches in their their little booklets, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not a 4-year-old. I may act like it sometimes, but that's beyond the point. I do like shut up. The level of care that these guys put in, not only into the box, but into running the company, which, you would figure they would go hand in hand, but not a lot of these companies feel that way. The only other box I really enjoyed was Geek Fuel, but they've gone to a quarterly box, which is more expensive, and I really don't know the quality because of that. I basically stopped with them because it was just getting too. At the time, it was getting too much. Leave a comment. I do have Patreon. I do have, those kinds of things. If you are feeling so inclined to throw a couple bucks my way, if you want to see me get those things, I'm not willing to spend that much money. Probably 50, 60 bucks on something I don't know. Now, the last box I got from BAM Box was the BAM Big Box, which I thought was a little small, but it was the bigness of what was in it. You had Ernie Hudson's autograph. You had a squishy Stay Puft. You had 2 pins. What else was there? I think there was another art print too. So, that was around that price range. The fire sale. The expansion box I got, that was that had the signed machete from Kane Hodder. That was around that much money, and I knew. They said it was Friday the 13th, and the price of it, I'm like, give me a machete signed by Kane Hodder. Even just his signature at all, I knew it was probably going to be about that much. But, so yeah, I think I spent maybe about 50 bucks on that box. And the thing is, I will never put money in a BAM box and feel like I got ripped off. I'm not going to lie. There's been a few items in here I'd be like, really? And I'm not the only one. I'm not going to lie to you, but at the same, but the overall value of the box is always right down the middle. It's never. I mean, trying to and something that I heard Adam say in the last one. It's like you're trying to please everybody all the time, and you can't do that. You're gonna run into a couple of items or maybe a box here and there that's just not that great. You run the risk of that. So it's. Come on. If someone scores 100% 10 times, but one time scores maybe a 75 or 50, they're still scoring 100%. They're still handing out 100% like it's nobody's business. So, Bandbox is far and beyond. If you're into pop culture, if you're into geek stuff, if you're into horror and all these other things like that, I implore you, get a band box. Now, here's a little bit of information that I'm sort of on the fence about a little bit. I understand why they did it, and I am playing with the cap of this, and I do apologize. It looks like lemon pledge, but it's actually spray paint. But anyway, they started being a little more exclusive, and it's their reasoning is 100% solid. I do not fault them on this whatsoever. They wanted to make sure that they have enough, and so they started capping the boxes at a certain number. I don't know what that number is. I can't remember off the top of my head. So if the people who are already subscribed to, let's say I think they're on the November box now. If they're all filled up and it rolls over, potentially the next month nobody can sign up. But there's always people who only get it like for 1 month or because they saw the advert of what properties and they're like, I gotta get this. That's how I was doing it for a long time. I was waiting to see what was in the band box. I did subscribe to them for a few months, a couple of years ago, and I was off and on. Like I'd see something, I'm like, that's a little too tempting. I gotta get it, and I did. So, but now I did buy the October both boxes because they had both, horror stuff in them. So, and I'm glad I did because I got the nice bandana there. So, which I'm probably never gonna wear. I'm just gonna probably pin it up on my wall next to all the other Jason stuff I have. But yeah, I'm 100% gonna stay on the horror box, which is great because next month there's another signed pop in the horror box. So, I got the last one that was a signed horror pop, which ended up being there was a little person who was in like a full suit for Chucky in the Child's Play movies. He also did Howard the Duck in suit, so that was really cool. And with all these different changes and stuff like that they're making, I only feel this for the better. The only thing I would ever be against, like the whole capping off at a certain amount, is if someone misses out, they wanted something. But there are trade. If you collect, subscription box stuff, then check out their YouTube, not YouTube. Well, check out their YouTube channel too, but check out their Facebook profile. They have the regular one, and they have a bandbox community one. A lot of trades go on there. I need to actually go on there and offer some things up. Not saying I don't like some of the stuff I get in band boxes, but to me, it's like there's a few things. It's like don't really want to hold on to this. No disrespect whatsoever to any of the artists, the signatures, any of that stuff. It's just some things, just like anything. Some things are going to be, something you enjoy, and then some other things are not. So definitely the hat pens are always something. They got me started on that, by the way. So thanks, Adam, for getting me stuck on hooked on hat pens and whatnot. So I think I've rambled on long enough. Let's see, how long have I been rambling on for? Do I have a timer somewhere in my program? Almost a half hour. Wow. See, if I get going on something I enjoy, I can talk forever. So anyway, thank you very much for watching and joining this video. By the time anybody actually probably will watch it, it'll be a video, not a live stream anymore. So thank you. Stay tuned in the next maybe week or so for the horror October band box, and I'll see you then. So thank you very much, and